Kia ora koutou, ko Angela Caves, toko ingoa, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the Central North Island Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference. My name is Angela Caves and I'm the Partnerships and Events Lead for Digital Boost. It's my pleasure to be hosting you over the next few days, and co-hosting with me is Briar and Melissa from our collaborating partners at Connected.govt.nz. Before we get into our first session, I'd like to invite Briar to formally open our conference with a karakia. Thank you, Briar.
Kia ora tātou. And we have karakia he honore. He honore, he karoria ki te atua, he maungarongo ki te whenua, he whakaaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Hanga i te atua he nā kauhau, ki roto ki tēnā o mātou. Whakatongi o tō wairua tapu. Ake. Amene.
Thank you, Briar. It's lovely to formally open our conference with such a beautiful karakia. Thank you. Welcome to our audience who have joined us in the webinar, and a warm welcome to those who might be joining via a live stream on either Facebook, LinkedIn or YouTube. We have got 3 afternoons full of sessions sharing the breadth of support available to the Central North Island business community. We're going to get into our first session. Before I introduce our presenters and let them take over, I will quickly let you know how to interact with us. So for those of you joining us within the webinar, you can obviously see and hear us, but we can't see nor hear you. So please feel free to interact with us by using the chat functionality or the Q&A functionality, whatever is your preference. And we will collate the questions or any comments that come through, and we'll address those towards the end of the presentation. So the sessions are being recorded, and they will also be uploaded to a YouTube playlist that is available for post-event viewing. All registered attendees will be provided a link to this playlist via email. It is now my pleasure to hand over again to Briar and Melissa from Connected. Connected is an all-of-government agency, and so we're going to be hearing all about what Connected does shortly. Briar, I might hand over to you, let you share screens, and we'll get things underway.
Awesome.
All right.
Nā mahi kia koutou. Ko Briar Hicklinger Ho, called Connected Services, Taumata Nui in the King Country. One moment, please. We just get sorted. So, why was Connected created? So, launched in August 2020, Connected is an all-of-government service that aims to make it easier for New Zealanders to find government support for employment, education, training, or business support. This includes initiatives set up in response to COVID-19, as well as a vast range of existing support and advice available for people looking for work, business support, or to study and train. Connected is a one-stop shop to help New Zealanders find advice and support they need, including businesses, people looking for help to find a job, or who may be worried about keeping the one that they have, and those looking for study or training and advice and opportunities. Connected also provides support for information for apprenticeships, careers advice, and for finding staff. So Connected is an all-of-government service. So what does that all-of-government approach look like? So the Connected service makes it easier for New Zealanders to find government support for all employment, education, training, and business support. It is a joint initiative involving many government agencies and coordinated by Ministry of Social Development. Melissa, just hand over to you.
Kia ora whanau. So what are we going to know about Connected? What is Connected, you ask? So basically it is a free website, it's a free phone service, and it's an online or face-to-face service. It's there to help people find employment, it's there to talk to them about education, any training opportunities that are available, and to try and link each other to all of those opportunities. We have 35 connected spaces across New Zealand. So today we're covering our central region space, which is Manawatu, Taumaranui, Taranaki, and obviously Wanganui. Right, you can contact Connected from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Sorry, 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And like I said, drop into a site. You don't have to have an appointment. You don't have to ask for anyone. You just come straight to the service desk, ask to speak to your local employment liaison advisor or your Connected team, and we will be hooked up immediately. What else have we got, Briar? Bear with us, whānau. Right.
Here we go. Just jump in there, Melissa. So each of the 35 sites and MSD service centres has an employment liaison advisor. And so our local areas for the Taranaki region are Wanganui, which is our lovely Melissa, Taranaki, so with Sean Markham, myself and Taumaranui, and in Palmerston North, we're just currently looking for someone for that area. So the way we work, so where to from when you find your ELA site. So employment liaison advisors work as conduits helping people navigate to EET. So education, employment and training and business support services. Our job is to connect to agencies, partners, stakeholders and businesses in our local communities to understand how we can support their mahi and collaborate to support with your clients. We want all businesses who are looking for education, employment and training and business support to use Connected either online or on the phone or in person. Our services to direct people to a platform to help them find the next step for their support. Some of the ways we'll do this is via our website, as Melissa mentioned, and our contact centres. Additionally, we will have events around the area with stakeholders included, and we'll coordinate expos and events alike to encourage those people looking for those jobs to come along and have a listen and connect directly with those employers. So we aim to stay connected and up to date with government agencies, their products and services, and who these are available to. So Connected helps New Zealanders for employment, education and business support, connecting them to options and opportunities. Connected offers a starting point for many towards the stronger future. Connected makes it easy to access information in one place. And by connecting New Zealanders, we are empowering them to make changes and drive forward. Ngā mihi.
Right. So I'm going to take you for a little tour. Can you hear me? Why am I still on? Hopefully I'm still on. I'm going to take you for...
I can hear you.
Excellent. I'm going to take you for a little tour of Connected, the website. So let's just get that up. Everyone see that now? So this is the basic outlay of our Connected website. To find it, it's nice and easy, www.Connected.govt.nz, and you'll come up with a home screen. If you prefer to look at this in te reo, then obviously te reo Māori is up in the corner and you can access that by pushing that button, just like this. It'll ask you again for a bit of information, what you would like to do, or we're just going to run our English version today to make it nice and easy. Ka pai. So coming into this page, across the top, we have support for you. This talks about your careers, your advice, any CVs, if you do need a CV update, education and training apprenticeships, so where you can find that information, financial support, and how you study or train. And obviously we've got Know Your Rights, Find Work Now, and government funded initiatives. So what we're going to do really quickly is we're just going to jump into Find Work Now. And what that will do will take you to a nice little link where you can find the jobs or any jobs that you're interested in looking at. It has a whole list of the work and income sites. So if we click onto that, it'll take you straight into the Find a Job work site through Work and Income. If you're looking for forestry, farming, orchard work, basically you just click on the link you like. The other really cool thing about Connected is if you are stuck and thinking, actually, what do I want to do? There's a little green tab down here. I'll just bring this up. And it's going to give you a questionnaire on how you can be directed yourself. So what we'll do is we'll do a little wee tour of this. Need help to make a plan? So let's start our journey. Click on that little tab. Ask you one of three questions. The first one is, which of these best describes your situation? Obviously, you'll pick what you need. Let's say we're going to say, I'd like help deciding what to do next. We've all come across that in our lives. So look, next. Ask us, what are these interests? So let's help. We're going to go with mentoring support for young people, something that we're interested in. And then when you click on that link, basically all the other links come up to help you navigate to the place that you need to be. So if it's help for young people leaving with the youth justice, coaching young people for work to start, basically show more, give you a whole heap of links down here. Sorry if that was a bit fast. Support for Pacifica people to access learning and work opportunities. This is a really cool resource. What it does basically, again, talks to you about what it's about and who it's for. So anyone, this is for all of New Zealand, just an FYI. Connected is not just for MSD clients. It is not just for students. It covers everybody from the age of 15 to, let's not put an age cap on it, how old as you want to be. Right, so going back, easy way to navigate back out of there is just by hitting back. So maybe we want to start a business. Let's have a quick look at that. Again, just the links to how you can start your own business. What's it all about? How to visit a work and income website. Click on that link and it'll take you straight into work and income. All right, backing out of there. So that's a nice, easy way, just if you get stuck thinking, what actually am I going to do? Back into the Connected main page, we're wanting to know what's happening in Palmerston North. So what we do here is we look at how to support our region, or support that's in our region. And as you can see, it lists basically by highlighting across New Zealand, you can pick the region that you're looking at going. So say you want to move from the Manawatu, the lovely Manawatu, to top of the South, Marlborough. Let's go to Nelson, or Blenheim rather. When you click on that little part of New Zealand, it'll bring up everything that's happening in that Marlborough region. So any connected events, any jobs that are in there currently, if you're looking for work, vineyard workers, click on the find more, read the description, and then head off by clicking into the find out more about this info. Heading back, we want to know what's going back on in Wanganui. We simply click on our area. And we see today we are having the Central North Island Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference. Look at us go. Again, if you want to, for other whānau that haven't visited, today it'll tell you what we're covering. So obviously between 12:15 and 12:45, we're looking at the Connected website, 1 p.m. to 1:30, Employment NZ, Business GOVT, Te Puni Kōkiri, and then our New Zealand Trade and Enterprise. Pretty cool lineup, whānau. Right, back out we go. So that gives you a basic overview of where you can and what you can access via the Connected web pages on your region. Support for your businesses. Again, we covered this at the start, but if you are looking at funding or upskilling your staff, it's a nice simple click. Want to get some new staff and you think, hey, look, I've got a young nephew or young whanaunga that might want to work for us, have a look at what the Apprentice Boost offers. Excellent. Nice quick flick back to there and away you go. Also, just down as you scroll down on this web page, it talks about the featured news. So anything that's funky and cool that's happening across New Zealand, it's an easy click. Business supports, the fair pay agreement, as we've all been hearing about on the news lately. And then again, deciding what your next steps are. We have our 0800 number. And if you need financial assistance, it's that straight link to the Work and Income website. Awesome. I hope that explains or gives you a quick overview of how it looks for Connected. And I'm going to hand you back now to Angela, who will talk to you about the next parts. Or Briar.
Thanks, Melissa, and thank you, Briar. Let me just see if we've had any questions pop through. But really good to hear about the work that you guys are doing. We haven't got Sean, who is based on the Taranaki. He hasn't joined us for this conference, but he is available if you do need to have if you need any support within that region, correct?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Right, so can we just recap what areas are covered in the Central North? So I know that you guys covered it off in your presentation, but let's just make sure that we know the 4 sites that are available there.
Sure.
I'll do that.
So, there you go.
So we've got New Plymouth, which is Sean Markham, Whanganui, which is myself, Melissa Edmonds-Wale, Briar, who's situated in Taumaranui, and our Manawatu site, which is not doesn't have an ELA at the moment. However, if there is something in Manawatu that you'd like to have a look into, you can by all means reach out to any one of us and we will be able to navigate you to the right people.
Awesome, perfect. Okay. And then, so I think you mentioned you don't need an appointment, but is it literally just a matter of, calling up the 0800 number and then do they schedule me, or do I just walk in off the street? Like, what's the situation there?
Yeah, good question. Thanks, Ange. So no, you can come in off the street. If you don't want to get out of the comfort of your own home, obviously you have the 0800 number. But the other really cool thing that Connected has is we have direct email links to either site. So to get that, it is a simple email and we can pop that in the link. It is connected, whatever location, so Whanganui, New Plymouth, Taumaranui, or Palmerston North, .govt.nz. So Briar's just frantically typing in the link.
Great.
So again, you just basically put the town or city that you want and you'll get straight to that place.
Awesome, thank you.
Notice she's put Taumaranui whānau.
Bit of a competition there, you better drop yours in as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And so can I just again clarify, is there a cost at all for me if I'm a business and I come to you and I need some support? Do I have to pay a consultation fee or anything like that?
Thanks for asking that, Angela. No, there's no fee at all for accessing this service, not for anybody accessing it, whether it's an individual, an organisation or an employer.
Perfect. And in regards to my business, if I am a small business, does Connected hold any funding specifically that I can apply for?
You want the short answer? No.
Yeah. No. Okay.
So no, we don't have any funding. What we do though is try and direct you to the right places that do have the funding. And depending on what your funding needs are, will depend on where we can point you.
Perfect. Okay, that's right. So you guys literally are the conduit of support out, and so you'll know obviously what's available in your local areas in terms of funding and where to point me to.
And if we don't, we soon find out.
Okay, awesome. That's great. Okay, so there's kind of no limit really. I can come to you with any of my my small business concerns and problems, and if you don't have an immediate solution, we'll work on one together hopefully. Perfect. I think that is all the questions that we've had. Oh no, I'm sorry, we've got one in the Q&A. Hi there. Just a question around starting a business. Do you help with early startups, as I'm in the early stage of my business, 8 months?
Great question, Malcolm. Thanks for asking that. So we can navigate you to the services that can help with early startups. So for instance, Work and Income has the FlexiWage self-employment product, and they also have FlexiWage startup, which is another grant available for things like overheads. So FlexiWage self-employment is a wage subsidy that supports you to live off while you're trialing your business out for the first so many months, and then FlexiWage Startup is the grant that we would look at or consider for supporting you with your overheads, things like lease, marketing, product, things like that. So it's a great question. Thanks, Malcolm. To access that kind of support, you would just pop into your local Work and Income office and have a discussion with the work broker to access that product.
Cool, thank you, Briar. And I have just popped in there for you, Malcolm, that the Ministry of Social Development are actually going to be hosting a session in this conference on Thursday afternoon. So please do come along. You'll be able to ask a little bit more in-depth questions of the MSD representatives who are going to be joining us. They'll be able to talk about those products a little bit further if you've got any specifics around what that might look like for you and your business. That is all the questions that I think have come through. I don't think I've missed anything there. I'm just popping up on screen now for you all the locations of those 4 connected service centres available in the Central North region. So if you do come along to this conference and you perhaps hear from an organisation but you're not quite ready to take any action, and then you sort of think a few months down the line, oops, I can't remember the name of that place, you have got the option of coming back and watching this recording and grabbing the details off the screen here to be able to find your nearest connected service centre. Digital Boost is here supporting the small business community with the digital transformation and building digital capability for our small business owners and our small business organisations. So you can sign up to Digital Boost. It is completely free. We have a free diagnostic tool built into the platform to help you take an assessment of your website if you have one. If you don't have a website, we've got some how-to videos to be able to support you in getting a website up and running for your business, and a whole lot more information available on our free platform. So please do join us over at Digital Boost. And if you are an organisation that you think you are doing digital really well already, we do showcase local business of New Zealand on the platform. So please reach out to our support team, because we would love to showcase your business to all of our users as well. So if you think that you're using a number of digital tools and you're doing really well in that space, let us know, and we'll be able to get you up on our platform as well. That does bring our first session to a close. So thank you so much for joining us and coming to hear all about Connected. I do hope that you've found some of the information helpful for you and your business. Up next at 1 o'clock, we'll be having a session with employment.govt.nz, followed by business.govt.nz at 1:45. And then we'll be hearing later on this afternoon from Te Puna Kōwhiri and New Zealand Trade and Enterprise. So please head over to the Connected website if you'd like to register for any of those sessions, and we will see you again then. Thank you so much again for joining us, and we hope you have a good afternoon. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Angela.